Avasti landlubbers. Today's stories are pirate stories, piratical, in celebration of September 19th, which is International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So come to the library and talk like a pirate and borrow some pirate books. Today we have some pirate stories for your personal listening pleasure. First one being Pirate and Penguin by Mike Allegra, illustrated by Jenn Harney. The publisher is Page Street Kids. This is a fun book. The illustrations are a little hard to fathom, but if you borrow it, you can look at the pictures for yourself. So here on the end pages, we see a penguin sitting on an iceberg and a pirate ship coming up from the distance. This is called the title page because it's got the title on it. But we see the penguin hopping off the iceberg as the pirate ship gets closer. And then he slipped on the iceberg, tumbled down, and plop landed on the deck of the pirate ship. Plop. And there's the scruffy varmint of a pirate. Ahoy, avast, a parrot? Shiver me timbers, this lonely old pirate has been searching the seven seas for a parrot pal. And what a perfect pirate parrot ye are. Though the blazing sun seems to have faded your parroty plumage. So there you go. Penguins are black and white, and parrots are made of many colors. So he's painting the poor thing. There ye are. You're the prettiest pirate parrot I's ever seen. Now set yourself on me stout shoulder like a good pirate's parrot should. Oh, so here we go. Gah! He settled on the leg, on his peg leg, on his arm. Where else? Can't tell. Ooch, on his head. On his back. On his neck. He doesn't fit on the shoulder, does he? Ugh. Look, he's on his belly. And ugh, he tried to get on his pants, but he's drawing his pants down. Arg, me undergarments. Methinks we be making ye a ground parrot. So the pirate doesn't have big enough shoulders for this parrot to sit on. Now, if you've ever come to the library to see our penguin performance, you'll know penguins are pretty big. And they can't sit on your shoulder. Can ye talk? Say ahoy, mateys. Ahoy, mateys. Ahoy, mateys. Say ahoy, mateys. Maybe you prefer to say other words. Say thar she blows. Batten down the hatches. Mizzen mast. Landlubber. Hornswoggle, doubloons, booty. Talk, parrot, talk. Parrots do talk. They repeat what you say. And here goes the penguin. Honk! Yeah, they don't have the best voice in the world. Well, honk be a word, I suppose. Maybe ye be an able seaman, can feel the wind a-turning on me ruddy cheeks. Trim sail on the mizzenmast, parrot, and haul wind. He's not strong enough to trim the sails. An able first try. So have a cracker. Isn't that the saying? Polly want a cracker? Polly being a parrot. And this parrot being a penguin spits out the cracker. Ugh, whack, patoo. What? Oh, his pants are still drooping. Snuggers, 'tis be the last straw. I give ye my last crumb of food, and ye expectorate on me freshly swabbed poop deck. 'Tis mutiny, insubordination, subpar table manners. You be the worst god for nothing parrot I's ever seen. Oops. Hey, parrot, where are you going? Parrot's walking the plank. Wait! Don't walk the plank. Come back. No. What have I done? Why did I let a little spittle stand in the way of a fledgling seafaring friendship? Curse me, terrible temper. I be a rotting rapscallion, a scurvy scallywag, a piratey poopy head. Forgive me, parrot. Please forgive me. And then oh, can you see it right here? The parrot's climbing up. He's got a fish in each hand. And then he says, honk. Me parrot, me friend. Me fish? Because penguins eat fish. You, me hearty, be the strangest parrot I's ever seen. So they're having a fish fry for dinner. But I like ye just the way you are. So they can eat fish instead of crackers. And look at this little, can you see it? So that is the parrot waving goodbye to the pirate ship. He traded places with the penguin, and on his suitcase it says, I love snow. And he's got his scarf on and everything, waving goodbye. It's kind of a cute story. This is the kind of book that you'd want to look at in person and close up. So come to the library and borrow it. It's going to be out on the pirate display. All righty. One of my favorite books, Who Stole My Leg? By Jose Carlos Andres and Myriam Cameros Sierra. These are also illustrations that are fun. Published by Nube Ocho. Who Stole My Leg? Why do all the pirates have peg legs? It's just picturesque. Grizzly Grin was the scariest pirate of the 7 seas of all time. He was so scary that he didn't even shave so that he wouldn't have to see his reflection in the mirror. If he did, he would scare himself. He spent most of his time in his cabin. But every time he went for a walk on the ship's deck, the clonk, clonk, clonk of his wooden peg leg would make his crew scream in fear. Clonk, clonk, clonk. They were all afraid of him. Very, very afraid. One night, A little freckled cabin girl decided to sneak into Grizzly Grin's cabin while he was asleep. She stole his wooden peg leg and swapped it for a squeaky rubber duck. The next morning, after having a whole shark for breakfast, Grizzly Grin went for a walk on the ship's deck. Squeak, quack, squeak, quack, squeak, quack. The wicked pirate slipped and banged his nose against the mainmast. It swelled up and turned as purple as a plum. Who stole my leg? He got very, very mad. His whole crew was afraid. Very, very afraid. The following night, while the cabin was sleeping, a little cabin boy was the only one brave enough to sneak into Grizzly Grin's cabin. He swapped the captain's squeaky rubber leg for a spring. After having 12 pounds of sea urchins for breakfast, Grizzly Grin went to the ship's deck to get some fresh air. Boing, a boing, a boing. Grizzly Grin started bouncing like a basketball. Boing, boing, a boing. The ship went over a huge wave, and the captain bounced and bounced so high that he nearly fell into the water. Who stole my leg? The whole crew was afraid. Very, very afraid. After dinner, two twin brothers decided to creep into Grizzly Grin's cabin while he was sleeping. They swapped his spring leg for a dog. Yes, a dog. A big, hairy dog. When the captain got up, he couldn't even get dressed because the dog was pulling him to the deck to go pee on the mainmast. Who stole my leg and swapped it for a dog? I have a dog for a leg? And of course, the whole crew was afraid. Very, very afraid. Tired of being so scared all the time, the smallest cabin girl of all sneaked into Grizzly Grin's cabin and swapped his dog for... You'd better turn the page and see with your own eyes. The next morning, after having jellyfish salad and 24 fish bones, Grizzly Grin went to the ship's deck. There once was a pirate, the scariest pirate of the 7 seas of all time, his leg wrote. Every time the captain walked, his pencil leg drew and wrote stories and adventures of enormous whales and hidden treasures. Ever since that day, the crew was no longer afraid of Grizzly Grin, and every night before going to sleep, they would ask him to take long walks on the deck so they could listen to his wonderful pirate tales. The end. I love this book. Very clever.